guys, it's been a while since I've done a vlog, right? But I'm back and I'm doing a vlog today on organizing my life in 48 hours. So basically the other day, I think I was at work actually, and I was talking to a couple of my colleagues and I was like, I need 2 days to myself so I can plan my life. Because I feel like every single day I'm just doing something and I don't plan anything out properly. Like I kind of neglect spending a good amount of time to plan. Don't get me wrong, I try and do like a little to-do list and like block out time to do certain priorities on that to-do list each day, but I only do that for like 5-10 minutes at the start of the day, and there's not really much thought into it these days. Like it's just, okay, what do I need to get done, let me write it out. Whereas over these next 2 days, I actually want to take some time to think about how I want to move forward with my life. I can definitely change what my life is going to look like in the future based on what I do over these 2 days. So I decided to take you on this journey with me because it's part of like organization in general. It's something that you can apply to your life in whatever aspect that may be. So let's say you're trying to look for a job and you haven't had the time to just sit down and do job search. Maybe you can use the way that I'm going to be focusing on things today, the model that I'm going to choose and go through with you to help you with that. So let's just see how it goes. I'll keep you updated as well on like the goals I'm trying to reach and how I get there and all of that kind of stuff. Right, so guys, today, as I mentioned at the start of this video, I am getting my life together in 2 days. I have taken 2 days off work and I decided that I needed to spend this time to sort my life out, because as much as it may seem like, I'm not sure what it seems like to everybody. I don't know if people think I have it together or like, you know, I'm getting things done and it looks like everything's cool. It's actually not. I do not have a plan in place, like a proper plan. As I mentioned at the start of the video, yes, sometimes I do a to-do list and then I will try and ensure that that is put into different sections so I'm able to get things done. But it's just not efficient. It's not efficient. And I've been using Notion, I've been using Google Calendar, but I haven't been using it in an effective way. I feel like I start to plan something and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to utilize this schedule now, and I just don't use it. So I'll just pick up my phone when I feel like it and record a video and then just put it out. There's no structure. So we are changing all of that. Everything is getting changed. So that's why, as you can see, it's not quite clear, but I might show a clip of my Notion dashboard for you on the video. But basically, I have created a HR Talks with Lish content dashboard, and this dashboard is going to schedule all my content across all my different platforms. So for Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and also LinkedIn posts, I'm going to make sure that I can track everything here. So what I'm going to do is list out my tasks. I've created different databases. So I've listed out all of the different tasks I need to do when I create one video, and I've linked it to the different videos that I will schedule on different days. I'll be able to see my content calendar. So each week, or even in the coming months, I'll be able to see, okay, what is actually planned for the week or the months, so that I'm more like, I'm more relaxed, because I feel like I'm very tense when I'm like trying to put a video out. I feel very tense all the time, and I'm just like, no, like it's time to schedule things out. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to sort my life out. So this is the first step. Once I've done this, then I will start looking and making databases for different aspects of my life. So I wanted to focus on YouTube because I've always wanted to be properly, like, I've always wanted to have everything together with YouTube, but I never have since I started the channel. I started the channel 2.5, nearly 3 years ago now, and it's just always been all over the place. In 2023, I'm changing that, so that's what I'm doing here. And then a bit later on, I actually read the 12-week year. I don't know if anybody's read that book, but it's an amazing book. And I listened to the audiobook in the last 2 days, and I was like, yep, I'm going to start putting some of my goals together in the 12-week year. Instead of waiting for a whole year to get something done, let's try and do it in 12 weeks. So I want to kind of sculpt that out as well a bit later on. So I'll show you like just me working on that. And then I've got a YouTube video that I need to edit. And then tomorrow I'm going to work on, there's something I'm working on at the moment for you guys. So I can't say too much about it, but I'm working on something for you guys, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And once I've sorted that out, I'll do a video announcing what all of that is. So don't worry about that. I'll keep you updated. Hey guys, so I just finished having my dinner and it's now 4:45. I had my dinner a bit earlier than I usually do just because I didn't really eat today because I've just been focusing so much on my planning. So yeah, well, I've been planning now for my YouTube content for Instagram and TikTok on Notion, and it's been going really well. So I've been following a tutorial on YouTube, and there was 4 parts to it, and they were all like 1 hour and 40 minutes long. So I kind of started this off a few days ago. So I was watching the 3rd and the 4th, and I'm still kind of watching the 4th one now, tutorial, and it's really been going well. Like, usually I just don't like to sit down for long periods of time to plan because I just feel like it's a waste of my time. That's how I feel. Like, as much as I know planning is essential, I will like carve out maybe half an hour and do some planning on a daily basis here and there. Sometimes I don't really plan at all if I've kind of already started the week with a little plan, and it's just been very inconsistent. And I think I've realised now, Alicia, you need to carve out a few days to get your head together, because I'm always scrambling, like, oh, I've got this going on and that going on and that going on and that going on, and everything's in my head. Like, a lot of things are in my head. There's so much that I'm doing that's in my head and not written down, and I miss out on certain things and I'm inconsistent here and there. So This is why I definitely believe that planning and taking time out a few days to just get yourself together is essential, and I recommend it to anybody, especially you guys with anything that you're doing. So at the start of the video, I said, like, you know, some of you may be doing job search, for example, and you might do a little bit of job search on one day and then you might split it and do some on another day. And you may think to yourself, I don't really have time to just like sit down and go through a job search or go through like a career development plan. But I think even if it's on the weekend, because I understand everyone's busy, and this is what I mean, I've just taken time out to do what I need to do now. I've not taken any time because I've got so much going on. But I realised the importance of just taking a couple of days out and just planning out what I need to do, so my head is not as fried as it was. And I feel a lot better already. And I've spent about 5 hours on this because I started at about 11 and it's now 4:48. So yeah, I spent quite a bit of time on this, and I was supposed to be moving on to the 12-week year now, the goals and the plan, and kind of carving out a dashboard on Notion for that to help me to stick to a regime for 12 weeks. But I'm not starting that yet because I'm still focused on the YouTube stuff. So because I've now built a whole dashboard and it's linked to a lot of different pages and it's gonna really work well for me, now I need to sit down and plan all the different tasks I'm gonna do for video content creation, for example, what I need to do beforehand to get everything up and running. If I've got guests on my channel, if I'm gonna be collaborating with other creators, the promotion aspects and sides of things, how I'm doing that. What more can I post on Instagram and TikTok? Like, there's so many things that I'm thinking about, but I don't exactly know what I'm doing. So this is why I just feel like writing things out, planning it, and putting it into something that you've created is really essential. So I'm going to carry on with this now, and when I get to the 12-week year plan, I'll let you know. If I don't get there today, then I'll probably, well, not even probably, I will do it tomorrow. But as I said before, there's something I'm trying to work on at the moment, to get out for you guys very soon. So I'll probably work on that in the morning, and then I'll do the 12-week year goal stuff. But yeah, just figuring things out and feeling a lot better. So I just wanted to give you a quick demo of my HR Talks with Lish content dashboard, just so that you can see a little bit more clearly as to what I was doing when I was planning out my content. So as you can see, I've got a lot of different areas within this dashboard which I can go to related to my social media in general. But the first thing that I really did work on was my scheduling content planner. So this is basically how I schedule and plan my YouTube, so I can see through the calendar what videos are going to be coming out soon. So as you can see, the last video that I scheduled was the studying in HR in the UK, the career journey of an international student, which has now been published, and that was with Henry. Please do check that one out if you haven't checked it out already. But yeah, this is just how I can manage that. And within the content that I've scheduled on this dashboard, when you click on it, as you can see here, I've clicked on this, it enters into a new page, and you can see all of the different things related to this video that I'm working on. When you see this little arrow here, that means it's linked to different pages within my dashboard. So I have like a page related to guests that come onto my channel now. I have a page related to any Instagram and TikTok content I'm going to be making, and then any tasks that I need to do for this specific video, like filming, scripting, etc. Then I will add it here as well for those specific videos. I've also got like a to-do as well list. So what do I need to do for this specific videos? Because this is a career conversations one, it's a little bit different to how I do my normal videos. But yeah, that's what that looks like. And then on this side, I've got my upcoming videos. So I'm hoping I can get these videos out for you next month. I'm really hoping. But this shows me my upcoming videos that I've scheduled and what I want to release in that time frame. So I don't know if I've mentioned this already at this point of the video, but I will mention it at some point. But my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers within 12 weeks as part of my 12-week year plan. So in order for me to do that, I need to post more. So basically next month, I am trying to post 12 videos for you guys, and I really hope I can do it. So the more content I put out, the more people will be engaged with my content, so then I'll get more watch time hours and etc. So this is the plan. But it's really nice to be able to see what's upcoming, because when I go onto this dashboard, I'm like, right, okay, where am I at with this video? So for example, the video I'm recording right now is the Organising My Life in 48 Hours. So it's been filmed at the moment, and the great thing about Notion is you can add different tags and things to things that you've scheduled, or things that you want to kind of relate to. So with this video, it has been filmed now and I am editing it, so technically I should change that status to editing, and then it will show me that I'm editing that at the moment. These videos, I still haven't sorted these ones out yet. To be honest, I need to start scripting them, but because it was just an idea, I've put it as idea. And then at the bottom you can see this one's going to be a vlog. Then I've got a sit down video, so I'm just going to be sitting down and kind of talking at you kind of videos, like any career conversations videos. So there's another one coming up for you guys, which is exciting. And then I'm going to try and do a live. I've never done a live before, so towards the end of December I'm going to really try my hardest to do one. So yeah, anything unscheduled is here. So if I've got any ideas about anything that I want to put out, then I can just add new, and then it will actually take me into a YouTube script template, because I've made a template for generic videos, so you can just see all of the different things that I need to include within that video there already, and some things are already pre-filled. And then this is where I would script as well, and I have a checklist here for recording a YouTube video too. So this is really like helpful and very useful for me to understand what is happening, Alicia. Like, what do you need to do? This is what I need. And as I said before, everything was just in my head, so I'm really happy that I've got this now. Just to quickly show you as well, so I've got a task database. So basically I have tasks related to the videos that I am putting out. So basically I'm just going to show you an example here. We've got script video, and I need to script a video for this content. Can I transition into HR from a social work background? So because I know I need to script it, and I need to script it for a certain time, I haven't actually done this yet. I'm a bit behind schedule, but the fact that it's here is very helpful, so I know it needs to be done anyway. So yeah, with this I can see what the task is, how long the task's gonna be, the mental effort for it. And let me just quickly show you my task database. So it's linked to this database. At the moment you can't see anything because I've got a filter on it, so let me just take the filter off. Yep, so as you can see, these are the videos that need doing. So I need to edit some videos, I need to create thumbnails and schedule, I need to film some videos, and I also need to script some videos as well still. But because I've got a specific filter on where the due date is today, you can't see those ones because I was supposed to do it not last week, like a few days ago basically, so it's not on there at the moment because of the filter. But this is just a really helpful way of me understanding what content I have coming up and what needs to be done. So just thought I would give you a little tour. Hey guys, so it's the next day. It's Friday the 18th of November today. It's actually quite late. It is just gone 9:30 in the evening, and yeah, I've just been really busy today. I've been working on something that now I've realized I might as well announce, because by the time this video comes out, I think what I'm preparing and what I'm doing will be launched. Even if it's not, it's fine. I don't mind telling you guys, to be honest, because yeah, it just makes sense that you know what I'm working on. So on this beautiful screen here, and you probably can't see it, so I'll probably put a diagram of what it looks like on the screen in a second. I have been working on a CV guide for the past how many months? Probably like I've properly started working on it about 3 months ago, but I did raise a poll about 6 months ago asking you guys, if I was to release a guide, would you purchase it? And I got quite a lot of yeses back. So from that I decided, okay, it's time for me to write a guide. So the guide that I've written, it's a CV guide, and it's going to help you tailor your CVs to fit a HR job description, even if you don't have any experience. I have created this CV guide for HR interns, graduate students, professionals, people who are transitioning into different roles. I really think it's a great guide packed full of information, and I'm going to make a separate video telling you about everything that's in this guide so that you've got more of an overview of it. But yes, I've been working on it for the whole day basically. So I started my day literally working on it. Then I took a quick break, I cleaned up, came back, and I've nearly completed it now. So it's literally so close to being finished. But I'll update you on where it's going to be released and how you can get your hands on it close to the time in my next video around my CV guide topic, so don't worry about that. But it's really exciting that I'm going to be releasing this, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. I definitely think it's going to be something that will really help and aid you. There's so many like great perks in it. I've got a action verbs list like full of about, I'd say about 50 action verbs that you can use to describe your experience. I've got a CV template in there, step-by-step guide of everything that you need to include when it comes to formatting your CV with examples. I've got tips, general CV tips on the best way to formulate your CV, and also tips on what type of graduate roles you should be applying for and when. I've also got, what else have I got in there? I've got tips about reaching out to employers, being proactive when you're reaching out, not just sending a CV, but how can you reach out to people on LinkedIn or hiring manage directly. So there's so much information in here. And if you've watched my Secure That Job series before, then you know that there's quite a lot of information in that already, but this goes into more depth and detail with more examples. So yeah, I can't wait for you guys to see what I've been getting up to, but that's basically what's been happening today. So I remember saying to you guys yesterday that I'm going to go through the 12-week year because I'm trying to organise my life. Now, because I've spent so much time on this CV guide today, I haven't had time to do that. So because I'm going to Manchester on the weekend, so when I get back on a Sunday, I'm going to try and carve out a bit of time to start that. So I will be back on Sunday to give you an update on if I've completed that or not. But I should have started it definitely because I need to get everything together. Hey guys, so I know I said I was going to come back on Sunday, but yeah, I didn't have time to come back on Sunday and do the 12-week year. So it's now Monday. I've just finished work, I've just eaten, and now I'm about to kind of get started on brainstorming for the 12-week year plan that I'm going to make on Notion as well. It's going to take me a while to really map everything out, because for the goals that I'm trying to achieve, I'll let you know what they are, because why not? You might as well come along with me on this journey. So one of my goals in the 12 weeks is to reach 10,000 subscribers. Now, the whole purpose of the 12-week year is to condense down any goals that you want to do within 1 year into 12 weeks. And the way that has to be done is by having a weekly plan. And obviously from that weekly plan, you have to-dos for every single day that you need to do. But you also need to track metrics for that. So how are you progressing? And in the book, it says that you need to have done at least 85% of the tasks on your list every day across the 12 weeks. Now, obviously, some weeks you might not do 85%, you might do 65%, but they said that the whole purpose of it is to be better than you was the day before. So even if you got 65 on one day, and let's say you kept doing 65% for like 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, if you go up to 70% of tasks done, all tasks done in each day, then, you know, you're making progress. So that's basically kind of what it's saying. And it's just saying that we need to execute. Execution is your best friend, basically. I think that when it comes to reaching certain goals, the reason why we don't get to specific goals when we say we're going to do them across in a year is because you might put it off. You might get to, like, let's say at January you set your goal, New Year's resolution, you set your goal, and you're like, oh, you know, I want to hit this goal by the end of the year. When you get to like March, if you haven't started that, you don't feel too bad, because you're like, oh, it's 3 months in, like, you know, I've still got 9 months to go, there's no need for me to worry. And even when you get to like June, you're like, oh, I've got 6 months left, so it's fine. And then when you get to like November now, you're like, oh, I haven't really started that properly yet, maybe I need to postpone it and I'll get it done by next year. Like, and it's a continuous cycle. So if you condense everything down into 12 weeks and then you're tracking your progress every day, then there is a high possibility that you can achieve a goal that you set yourself for a year in 12 weeks. So that is why my main goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I've already set things in place. You already saw at the start of this call, I did a whole Notion board basically for my YouTube channel and my social media platform, HR Talks with Lish brand. So that's part of it to help me to get all the tasks completed in the right way and execute on those. And because that database is there, I know that I need to do this by this date and that by that date. Everything's just out in this database. So it makes me kind of want to actually do the tasks because I know what I'm doing. So that's why I set that up. So that's one goal. I don't really have like another main goal. Like I've got loads of different goals, but I think the next goal actually is to have the interview guide written. I already told you that I have a CV guide coming out already, so you guys know that. But the next step is to create an interview guide for you guys. So how to ace your interview. I'm going to create a whole booklet and guide, just like the CV guide, for you on that. And I want to get that done in 12 weeks because I've been procrastinating with this guide. Like I said to you guys, I think it was back in March, if I did a guide, would you purchase it? And everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people said yes. It's now November, and you know what? You saw it. I'm basically at completion stages right now, so it's going to go out very soon, but it took me a long time, and I still feel like I've been procrastinating it a little bit because I've just not been too sure. So in 12 weeks, I want to get the interview guide done. And what else do I want to do within 12 weeks? Fitness. Yeah. So in the next 12 weeks, I want to have worked out 5 days a week in the next 12 weeks. Now, I actually started today on Monday. I did do a home workout. I didn't go to the gym. I did a home workout though, but that's a start. I've still done something. Now with me, I do love the gym, and I don't think I go a month without going and turning up. So every single month I go to the gym at least once in that month. Some months I'll go consecutively for like 3 weeks. But my problem is I stop doing physical activity after like 3 weeks straight. That's like my longest run. I just don't continue on with it. So I want to see if I can go to the gym 5 times a week. Not just the gym, sorry, actually. Do some form of exercise 5 times a week, whether that be a couple home workouts and like 3 gym workouts a week. That if I can do that in 12 weeks, then that's great. And I know that if I can do that in 12 weeks, then I've actually built a habit there, and I'll probably continuously do that. But as I said, I always stop consecutively going to the gym after like 2-3 weeks. So that is my 3 goals. And in the 12-week year, it did say that it's best to not go overboard with all the goals that you want to do. Like you need to obviously have a vision for where you want to be, and that vision can be, what do you want to be doing in the next 5 years, or so what do you want to be doing in the next 3 years. Now there may be so many different aspects that are happening in that vision that you want to do, but you just need to concentrate on a few of those pieces of your vision every 12 weeks basically. So then technically in a year you can have done up to 4 years worth of goals that you would have set yourself in a yearly time frame, if that makes sense. So this is why I think the 12-week year model is an amazing model, and I'm going to start working on it now. I'm going to look for some templates and see how people have used Notion in order to do their 12-year plans, because for me, I like to just see what other people are doing, and then I can just take bits from that and I can come up with my own plan. So that is basically what I'm going to do.